Noon and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 393. And it is also a holiday. It is Good Friday, so why not lock the whole province down, right? We have been put into another shutdown where small businesses are affected and big box stores are allowed to stay open. And schools are still open for at least this coming week. I expect them to be closed after spring break. 'Cause, it all worked so well the other 3 times we did it, so let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So, of course, we're going to lock down, which is why the title of... Hello.
You're not wearing any pants.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're just really short shorts. Hi. You should read the article I just sent you to. You're gonna love it.
I'm gonna read all the articles.
I literally just sent one.
I know.
Okay.
My phone is right here.
Hello, world.
There's no one here yet.
What?
There's nobody here.
Not yet. Give them a minute.
I have no idea what's going on out there. Where the hell was I? I'm completely lost now. Where was I? I was on a roll too. Where was I? Fuck. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, we're and this is why I've titled the stream The Definition of Insanity, because we clearly just need to be doing the same things over and over again and hoping for different results. I'm not making my kid do remote learning on the computer anymore. It's not happening. It's not fucking happening. It's not good for them. It causes way too much stress. Not working. So, yeah. So let's take a look at some of the articles that Pink Hollow has sent us, shall we? Okay. What does Pink Hollow have for us? Oh my god! Okay. Hello, BP. You don't want to hear it. Well, you were asleep. I was awake dealing with both the boys on the other side of you.
You mean asleep for the whole hour I was asleep?
Awake for the whole hour you were asleep, you mean?
Same difference.
No, it's not. Hey, Duck Dog. Hello, Trucking with a Tablet. Okay, what does Pink Hollow sent us? Alright, he says read the article he just sent. Okay. 15 movies with no female characters whatsoever. Okay. This should be interesting. From ScreenRant.com, huh? Read the... Hey, Nadia. All I heard was it's Screen Rant. Mumble, 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 mumble. Okay, let's see here.
I mean, I could read it like that weird nasally dude. 15 movies that have no female characters. Number 1.
Okay, let's see here. All right. Here we go. Forget passing the Bechdel test. Some films don't even make the have a woman character part. By Alex Ledbetter. Am I supposed to know who that is? Holy shit, honey.
What?
Did you even look at the date on this article?
No.
Yeah, I'm not reading this.
When's it from?
4 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. But Screen Rant, it's funny.
You really got it. This is like the third one this week you've done that to me on.
Well, so?
And who the hell who's Alex Ledbetter?
No, I meant Screen Rant.
But you told me to read who it's by, and I
meant
already
I
said.
meant the media outlet.
But I already said the media outlet when I.
Okay, continue on your show, crazy lady.
You're the one who's throwing me off. Okay, let's try and read this one. The Bechdel test is stupid even according to Bechdel. Yeah. Hello, Driving Apes is Nadia. Hey, Selected Boy. Evening, Fury Kitten. Yeah, we're all home because it's a it is a holiday. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a holiday. And why is Chrome telling me it's busy? Oh, screw you, you stupid browser. Come on. Oh, fuck's sakes. Where's the remote or the controller? I don't know. Okay. Let's try to read this article. If Chrome is going to behave. It's a Toronto Sun article, so it should behave. Chrome and the Toronto Sun usually get along just fine. I don't know what the hell is going on this time. It's the start of the Dead Dude on a Stick festival. I like that better than Zombie Jesus Day. Dead Dude on a Stick festival. I like that, Fury Kitten. That's awesome. I'm gonna use that now instead of Zombie Jesus. I like Zombie Jesus does not even compare to Dead Dude on a Stick festival. That's fucking fantastic. Oh my god. Oh man, that was just Okay. Here we go. I got it working. Oh, I hear the alligator. The boys still had leftover Christmas money, and they went to Toys R Us, which is still here in Canada. And they each got a robot, like a remote control animal. So the 3-year-old got an alligator and the 6-year-old got a snake. And these are actually kind of cool toys. They roll on wheels along the ground, and you control them via remote control. And it's actually pretty cool. And the alligator also roars at you. Remember, only popes can have Catholic Lent. I've missed seeing you. Yeah, I've been really busy, and I've been trying to figure out when I can do TikTok lives. Also, not just at night, but other times during the day. I'm trying to balance growing the Blind Press brand with keeping up the real life stuff, and I'm having some trouble, but I'll figure it out. Don't worry. I'll figure it out. So, Russian Corp finds Twitter for failing to delete content. Okay. This is from Reuters. Then we're going to turn this up and make it so that VoiceOver is reading properly. So let's take a listen to this article, shall we?
Moscow.
Oh, not turned up enough.
Article content. Moscow, a Russian court fined Twitter a total of 8.9 million rubles, $116,800, on Friday over accusations that the service had failed to delete banned content.
What do you mean, like, delete banned content? Banned by the country or banned by Twitter itself? We have a few here in Portugal too. Oh, okay. Yep, Toys R Us is still around in Canada. It managed to escape the bankruptcy issues south of the border. Okay, let's see here.
Moscow said last month it had slowed the speed of Twitter inside Russia, and on March 16 threatened to ban the U.S. social media service outright over content that it said ranged from child pornography to drug abuse.
Interesting. So, I guess Twitter's not even following its own terms of service. Who's shocked here? Not me.
YouTube video player. Group. Lily unleashed skit and up. YouTube, Twitter. YouTube.
Come on.
YouTube. It said the fines related to offenses committed on January 22, 24 this year, including violating the procedure for removing information, all under Russia's Administrative Offenses Code.
Oh, okay, so this is under a Russian law, not under Twitter's terms of service. Okay, but still, it's interesting that Russia is the one that's holding Twitter to account for, let's see. We met Toys R Us. Yeah, I figured. We used to have a dedicated toy shop, or we used to have a most excellent local toy shop here, says Fury Kitten. Traditional wooden toys and board games, some plastic and electronic, but not many. There isn't a single dedicated toy shop. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks.
Heading level 2. Advertisement. Story third-party ad content. This advertisement is heading level 2. Those dates coincided with the build-up to an eruption of protests across Russia by crowds demanding the release of Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny. Ahead of those protests, Russia had asked some social networks to stop the spread of posts encouraging minors to take part in unsanctioned rallies.
Yeah. I would that's reasonable. They're minors. They shouldn't be in unsanctioned protests. I would argue protests are, unless you can guarantee that it's gonna be be peaceful and stay peaceful, I would suggest that you not take minors to protests, period. Especially with how protests have turned into in the past year and a half. I would suggest you not take minors to any protests. But that's just me. Yeah, you're right, Sunseal. You're right.
Russia has in recent months taken steps to exert more influence over foreign social media platforms. Bills passed by the lower house of parliament in December last year allowed Russia to impose large fines on platforms that do not delete banned content and even to restrict access to U.S. social media giants if they discriminate against Russian media.
They have a right to do that. It's their country. And it's their laws.
Heading level 2. List for item. Link. Open more share. End of the list. Most commented articles.
Oh, that's the end of the article. Okay. But yeah, no, like Russia has the right to not allow. It is illegal to take a child to any protest in Russia. It is considered a child endangerment. As it should be. As it should be, because you do not know what those protests could turn into. Let's see here. Why is there a picture here? What's the picture for? I'm confused. Why did you send me a random image? Okay. There's this one that I'm not sure I want to read because it involves the death of a child in a shooting. Really, really. Nope. You didn't send me that one. You didn't send me that one. Okay. Do. He just resent it, he says. There we go. There we go. That's the link that. Okay.
Did you read the Chomo choking on his breakfast one?
Don't have that one.
What?
I don't have that one.
Okay, there's 2 more to go.
Okay, let's see here. Why do I not hear the older one? Was it the Yugoslavia? I don't know if that was Yugoslavia. I did my share of protests and fighting to get stuff done, but never with my kids. That's just common sense. Exactly, Nadia. Getting coffee now. Ooh, thank you, Duck Dog. Did you catch the little boy who got sent to court and arrested for picking a flower? I heard about that. I didn't really see exactly what was going on with that. I thought that was a little ridiculous. However, if it was a flower on, see, I don't think he shouldn't have been arrested for picking a flower. But if it was a flower on like private property or something like that, then his parents should have been spoken to about it, but not, he shouldn't have been arrested for it. Like, here in Ontario, you can't pick trilliums, I think.
No.
No?
No. This is the equivalent of someone wandering into your grandma's garden and picking one of her tulips. A child doing that.
Yeah, no,
That's
he shouldn't have been arrested at all.
Like, I'm not kidding. That's basically what the setup is.
Okay.
It would be the exact same thing as what happens all the time in your grandma's beautiful garden. People walk in the back, especially children, and they pick flowers all the time. She doesn't care if the kids do it. She gives a shit if the adults do it.
Yeah.
Just like she used to chase the old ladies with sun hats at the garden center she worked at.
Oh my god. The crazy ones who would try to steal the bulbs out of the
Well, think about it. She was
ground.
the master gardener for the largest garden, I guess, villa was what we would call them, or botanical garden in the city.
Yeah, it was our largest city garden, basically. It was...
Yeah, and so she would chase old ladies wearing sun hats who would pick the flowers, and she'd chase them around the fucking park.
She actually found people digging up the bulbs they just planted to try and take them back
and
home.
those are the ones that were sent directly from Holland.
Yeah. Quite literally, they were. The ones sent directly from Holland.
Checklist. 12:23 p.m. Selected Loy. Yeah. 12:23 p.m. Nadia 72 2004. Yeah, in the U.S. Think he was waiting for the bus and wanted the flower for his teacher.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. He should not have been arrested for picking a flower. Even if it was on, like, courthouse property or something like that. He's a kid, right? You just talk to the kid. You'd be like, okay, I know you really wanted to pick the flower, but, like, there's certain flowers you can't pick, right? You don't put the kid in the fucking police car.
It makes as much sense as putting Wesley to death for crashing into that little greenhouse stand.
Yep. Okay. I need to share the screen. Because I have this story opened up here. Chrome tab, where are you? There you are. Okay. So here is this story that Pinkalo just sent us. Why can I not find the headline? Ugh. Stupid lack of... There we go. What's in a name? Experts confused by terms like lockdown, shutdown, and circuit breakers. Yeah, I'd be confused too. Because nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. At all. Okay, let's read this.
12:25 p.m. Dog. The DNR reached out about Jack in the pulpit here, probably because none of the botanists go to the swamps where they grow limeweeds. 12:25 p.m. Nadia 72 2004. Seems the hearing was complete about 2. He wouldn't sit still. 4 periods. The child being 6 can't expect more than that.
It seems like the hearing was a debacle too. He wouldn't sit still. The child being 6 can't expect it. Right? Here. Kira Wood, hello. Yeah, like, here. We're gonna scare the shit out of you by putting you in a cop car for picking a flower, and then we're gonna take you to court and expect you to sit still. That's not fair because even the captain wanted to put Wesley to death, but had he done that, how would he have ever hooked up with Dr. Crusher? He could have been an accident. Wait, what?
12:26 p.m. Pinkalo the driving aid. Share the stream. 12:26 p.m. Pinkalo the driving aid. The experts are confused.
The experts are confused. I bet they are.
12:26 p.m. Trucking with a tablet. That's not
Okay.
From lockdown to shutdown to circuit breaker to emergency brake, jurisdictions across the country have been using different buzzwords to describe periods of tightened COVID-19 restrictions.
Yes, they have, and none of them are working.
What are those terms supposed to mean different things, and how is the general public expected to understand them?
Yes, and they're not.
Experts say inconsistent public health messaging in parts of Canada has plagued the country's handling of the pandemic since COVID-19 first started circulating here.
Not wrong.
And they say recent developments, including Ontario's move to a province-wide emergency brake shutdown that still allows some businesses and religious services to operate at reduced capacity, is breeding confusion rather than solving a problem.
Again, not wrong.
Shanna MacDonald, a communications expert with the University of Waterloo, worries that some of Canada's pandemic messaging, and Ontario specifically, is becoming more ineffective by the day.
It is. Like, Pincalo called me the other day to tell me about a radio ad that he heard that was like super dark and fear-mongering. It was like just a group of people saying, you know, oh, we're taking precautions. Like, yeah, we have people over, but we're wearing masks and everything's gonna be okay. And as this radio ad goes on and the conversation is continuing, the ventilator sound keeps coming, getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder until finally at the end there's like this announcer voice of, you think you're doing enough to prevent COVID-19, think again. And it's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? It's fucking ridiculous. Our last circuit breaker has been since the end of November. Oh my god. My industry sector is looking at the end of June to even be considered to be allowed. Oh my god.
She says the Ontario government is playing politics with words when using terms like lockdown and shutdown, but not implementing measures that would force people to stay home, as the labels imply. I think it's exacerbating the fatigue and you're seeing public sentiment becoming quite frustrated and restless, MacDonald said. And we're not as forgiving as we might have been a year ago when the feeling was we're all in this together. You are currently on it. The government is saying something, but it actually doesn't mean it in practice, and that's where the confusion comes in. Ontario Premier Doug Ford announced Thursday he was pulling the emergency brake on the entire province with a new shutdown period that will begin Saturday and last for at least 1 month.
And the way he was doing it, like, I need to find the announcement because he sounded like a fucking parent talking to a bunch of kids. It was ridiculous.
Non-essential retail will still operate at 25% capacity, while indoor weddings, funerals and religious services can go ahead with a 15% capacity limit. Dr. Zane Chagla, an infectious disease expert with McMaster University, says Ontario's plan sounds more like a lockdown than a shutdown, which is meant by definition to be more drastic.
Yep.
The word shutdown was previously used to describe the stay-at-home measures implemented in the province after Christmas that led to a significant decrease in COVID cases.
That was a lockdown, not a shut. Oh my god.
Chagla says the definition of lockdown versus shutdown has changed depending on who's using the terms.
Yeah.
I don't think we're supposed to know what they mean, Chagla said. In the grand scheme, it's that this is some sort of societal closure. It's a little bit confusing, obviously. It's such a moving target.
It is a moving target, and nobody's doing anything properly. Geez, I gotta go make dinner. Boo, I wanted to stay here. No worries. This is ridiculous.
Ontario isn't the only jurisdiction tightening restrictions as COVID cases rise. Quebec announced Wednesday that 3 of its cities would enter a new 10-day lockdown phase that would close schools and non-essential businesses, while BC began a circuit breaker this week that cancelled indoor exercise classes and closed restaurants, pubs and bars to indoor dining.
See, it's all different all across the country. It's not making any sense.
Chagla says Ontario.
I hate the media.
Okay.
I can't find a non-woke media outlet. Oh, Newsbreak. That's close enough. For the 6-year-old.
Oh.
Nope, that's not what I thought it was. That's a fucking vlog. Yeah, I can't find anything that's not woke side talking about this.
Something that's not making it all about the boy's skin color, you mean?
Something, well, it's weird, okay, because the reason the kid's been charged is the stupid fact that North Carolina has the youngest minimum age for charging, because, you know, places have minimum limits for when they're going to charge a kid. Like, you're not going to charge an 8-year-old for shit, right? Well, North Carolina apparently has like 5 or 6 as their minimum age. Like, this kid was coloring in court.
Yeah, because he couldn't sit still, so they were trying to get him to.
Yeah.
Because,
I've been trying to find the videos, but I can't find anything that's not blaxploitation. And yes, that's what I'm calling the woke side.
But that's the thing, though, because all they're going to do, instead of focusing on the fact that he's a kid...
Well, let's see. So the first headline comes up from Momentum, which is Medium. A 6-year-old black boy. Yeah, it's race. Right, but I don't care about that. It's the fact that I can't find a non-biased outlet. Like Inquirer. I don't want to use Inquirer. No. See, that's the other thing. Inquirer has this as a headline. That makes me a little suspecting of the whole fucking story now.
Why?
Because Inquirer. 2Fab, News One. WECT has one up there, but it's for the advocates. This actually makes more sense. But yeah.
No, it's just frustrating because all these news stories, instead of focusing on the fact that he's a kid, they have to bring his race into it.
Okay, here's the record. We're talking about so apparently they were at a bus stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he wanted the flower for his teacher or something like that.
Yeah. So, but again, it's the only thing I could find are the race baiting side of it, and I don't want that side of it. I just want to read the story.
Yeah.
But this is like a weird epidemic because searching for this, I've gone back 4 years to where I'm seeing articles about children, like young children being arrested in Florida and shit for the dumbest crimes. So. Florida officer fired for traumatic arrests of 2 6-year-old girls in Orlando. So, but yeah, it's
no, it's stupid.
But yeah, but I can't find anything that is not a really, like, the first search you find is blackenterprise.com. And sorry, that's like Tariq Nasheed level of media.
Yeah.
So definitely, like, that's what I mean. It's the crazy thing is though, they don't really bring up race. So this one actually might be a good one to read.
No, but we're just in the middle of this stupid circuit breaker story. The lockdown, shutdown, circuit break, like...
Yeah.
This is so...
Crazy.
Stupid!
Yeah.
It's stupid!
Yep. Nobody knows why, except for the fact that, oh yeah, provincial elections are around the corner.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like, okay, provincial elections are around the corner. Everybody, all the media aspects around this, all the headlines, all the video feeds you see, all the trials, all the highlights and stuff, all just point to Toronto and say Ontario. Yep. All of them. Meanwhile, when we look at the numbers, this is why I'm glad that our news places are kind of separating this all. Like, what is it? 670, they're...
680? Is that?
Yeah, 680 is. They're actually sitting there and they say, no, this is Kitchener, this is Toronto, fuck Toronto, here's Kitchener.
Yeah.
So... They say the Waterloo region. Here's our numbers for Kitchener Waterloo. So
that is just something that kids do. Yeah. Nobody was consistent on what measure to deal with COVID. Exactly.
Well, like look at the mask argument, for instance. I'm getting told now. I was just listening to the college radio when I was driving around 2 days ago. They're talking about changing the mandates now to where we all go to having to purchase something instead of having reusable stuff. Because reasons.
When our oldest went for his eye appointment, he couldn't wear the gaiter into the eye
all
appointment.
the hospitals are doing that. That's standard procedure for all medical facilities.
Yeah.
That's fine. I going into the courthouse, it's the same thing. I still wear my gaiter, but I put a blue mask over it just to mock their stupidity. So, all right, I better go make sure they're not killing each other.
There also won't be many significant changes for those already living in the province's grey zones like Peel and Toronto, says Chris Hanna-Sanker, the science communication lead for the online platform COVID-19 Resources Canada. Sanker says even she's been confused by terminology regarding lockdowns.
Yeah.
Trying to understand the differences in what each of these mean has been extremely frustrating and challenging for all of us, she said. Ontario Health Minister Christine Elliott said Thursday that the province decided to go with a shutdown versus full stay-at-home orders in order to lessen the impact on people's mental health.
Oh, shut up.
But MacDonald worries the confusion will breed more pandemic fatigue among the population that's already completely saturated and exhausted. What's happening is people are tuning out, not even trying to keep up with the messaging, which keeps changing, she said. And so
Yep.
the danger is people will lose public trust and start making their own rules.
Yep.
Chadla agrees people are feeling defeated, adding that confusion about what's allowed and what isn't tends to arise whenever a province updates its restrictive framework.
Exactly.
He says it would help for jurisdictions to spell out low-risk activities that people can take part in, such as small outdoor gatherings safely spaced apart, rather than hammering home what they can't do.
You never want to hammer home to humans in general what they can't do. Because then the humans will just do it. Even if they didn't want to do what they couldn't do before, now that you've said you can't do it, they're like, well, now I want to. That's just how humans work.
Consistency in messaging is helpful, but as part of the restrictions, we need to take care of people and let them do things safely, he said.
Yeah.
Semicolon, with files.
We can't stay hidden inside forever. We have to be able to do stuff safely and ease back into this. That's awesome. That's awesome, Fury Kitten. Are the COVID cases rising there? Kind of. It's really rising in our big city, like in Toronto, the capital of our province. And everybody, and Toronto is making it so we basically include their numbers in the rest of the province, and it's like, everything's going horribly wrong in Ontario. No, everything is going horribly wrong in Toronto. Okay. Where is the... Oh, here's the story that he was talking about.
Now, Junior_80, 12:39 p.m. Selected Loy. I said humans just want to be left alone to do their own thing. 12:39 p.m. Fury Kitten. The first time I ever stuck metal knitting needles into a 240-volt power socket was I got told I specifically was never to do it.
The first time I stuck metal knitting needles into a 240-volt outlet socket was specifically because I was told I should never do that. Right? It does, yes. It does tingle quite a lot, Fury Kitten. You are correct. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. So, here's what I call a little poetic justice. Convicted pedophile teacher chokes to death on prison breakfast. Yay! Ding dong, the chummo is dead. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's read this article.
A British boarding school teacher, who was serving a 14-year prison sentence for sexually assaulting 5 students, choked to death on his breakfast, a report said Wednesday.
Now, did he actually choke to death on his breakfast, or did somebody sneak into his cell and jam it down his throat? I'm okay with either one. But, I mean, still, you know.
John McNo, 74, died in Norwich prison on September 29th from cardiac failure after choking, according to Link, the BBC. Period. McNo was behind bars after copping to gross indecency, indecent assault and serious sexual assaults, the report said. He abused 5 teenage boys at Suffolk, Devon and Worcestershire boarding schools in the 1970s and 1980s, according to the article. One of the victims was reportedly under 14 years old.
Jesus Christ.
A victim recounted how he slept in fear with one eye open, following McNo's attacks, the BBC said. Third-party ad save frame contain end up. Close this ad filed on link. You are correct.
Well, good.
Deaths. Link.
I hope that he didn't choke. I hope somebody snuck into his cell and helped him. I really do.
12:40 p.m. 12:40 p.m. Street custom emojis.
That's my hope. Because we all know about how we feel about child molesters on our show here. Okay. All right. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, Facebook removes video of Trump interview with daughter-in-law Laura citing ban. Oh, Facebook. Oh, Facebook. You are so stupid. I would say that it might be accidental, but the fact that no one helped him as he turned blue scrabbling on the floor was not. Yes. Have a good day, you too, Nadia. Enjoy your dinner.
Facebook Incorporated has removed a video of an interview with former U.S. President Donald Trump, who remains banned from the platform, from his daughter-in-law Laura Trump's Facebook page, a company spokeswoman said on Wednesday.
Oh my god, it was posted on Laura's Facebook page? Oh my god.
Laura Trump, who is married to the former president's son Eric and recently joined Fox News as a contributor, had promoted an interview with Trump for her own online show The Right View in Instagram posts on Tuesday.
Which is perfectly fucking fine.
YouTube video. Group YouTube. And up. HTTPS. She later posted a screenshot of an email from Facebook that said her video with Trump speaking had been removed, citing the ban on his accounts.
Okay, just because somebody has a ban on their own personal account doesn't mean that somebody else can't put a video that has that person in it on their own page.
Trump was suspended from Facebook and Facebook-owned Instagram indefinitely over incitement of violence following the January 6th riot by Trump supporters at the U.S. Capitol in Washington. Facebook has sent the case of Trump's suspension to its independent oversight board.
It's independent oversight board. Facebook's independent oversight board. How does that work?
Story continues below. Third party frame 1 and up. Third. In line with the blog we placed on Donald Trump's Facebook and Instagram accounts, further content posted in the voice of Donald Trump will be removed and result in additional limitations on the accounts. The email read,
my god.
You are currently on attack. The Facebook spokeswoman, who spoke on condition that her name not be used, confirmed the email was real but declined to comment. Trump spokesman Jason Miller did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the action. YouTube video. YouTube. And up. Unmute video.
That is
in another
ridiculous.
Email shared by Laura Trump on her Facebook page, Facebook said the guidance applied to all campaign accounts, messaging vehicles, and former Trump surrogates on the site.
No, that's not how that works, Facebook.
Since the ban, the former president has been shown speaking on Facebook's platforms and news coverage from outlets such as Fox News and Newsmax. Trump was barred by several social media platforms after the riot, including Twitter Incorporated, which has said its ban is permanent, and Alphabet Incorporated's YouTube, which said it will reinstate his account when the risk of violence decreases. We are currently on a text link. View on Toronto's
Jesus
Chrome
Christ.
has a new window.
This is ridiculous. Independent Life Trust. Yeah. You're right, Fairy Kitten. Alright, let's see. Shit, I need to check something. Hold on, really fast. I will be right back.
Discord, now, Lord London.
about that, guys. So, let's see. We have about 10 minutes left. I wonder if Monsieur Poliev has posted any new videos.
Ontario to enter province-wide shutdown on Saturday. City News Toronto. Once closing, remaining open during Ontario to impose 4-week. Ontario, the coffee stream app. Yes, take a listen. 1 day.
Where is...
Yes, the Kielburger spoke to on May 5th. 1 minute, 14 seconds. Go to channel. Pierre Poliev 49K views 1 day ago.
Ooh,
Go to action menu.
guess who the Kielburger spoke to on May 5th? Let's
Cancel. Not share. Button. WhatsApp. Twitter. Copy link.
let's read let's watch this.
Zoom. Twitter. 1 new item. Messages tab. Pink Hello the driving it. Prospero 0. Selected. Skip talk 1. BFGC _
Let's watch this video.
Start a message compose new message. Text field. Start a message compose new message. Text field. Is editing. Character mode. Insertion pointed start. Paste. Menu item. HTTP. Send button.
All right.
HTTP car. Space. Capital. Tim. Metasave. YouTube. 95 new items. Select. Play. The copy stream.
And then I'm also going to try and find Ford's announcement, because I want to show you guys how he sounded. All right. Okay. So this video is called "Who Did the Kielburgers Speak to?" or "Guess Who the Kielburgers Spoke to on May 5th." So if you remember the last video we watched, the contract was signed on June 23rd or June 22nd or something like that. But they started spending money on May 5th. So we're gonna take a listen to this video real quick. Okay. All right.
12:51 p.m. Fury Kitten, please tell me it was Justine.
Please tell me it was Justine. Oh, I bet you it was. I haven't seen this video yet.
12:50 p.m. Parody Bear. Hello.
Hey, Parody Bear.
Fury Kitten, give it 8 years and there would have been no ecological crisis or racism until Trump came along.
Give it 8 years and there will have been no ecological crisis or racism until Trump came along. Yep.
Super. 12:51 p.m. Fury Kitten, 12:51 p.m. Fury Kitten, or the smug last TH2 was being questioned.
Or the smug last bitch who was being questioned. Yep. I guarantee you it was either Justine or that other minister. So let's take a listen.
Let me ask very quickly, the contract says here that the $500 million grant was began being spent on May the 5th. On what date did Rick Theis talk to the We organization over the phone? On what date?
On May the 5th, same day.
Well, what a coinkydink. Is that what it is? A coincidence that the same day the Prime Minister's advisor spoke to the We organization, they started spending money?
No, it's the same day.
It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. There you go. I agree with you on that. I agree with you. It's not a coincidence.
I think you should sometimes listen to the answers, Mr. Poilievre.
You gave me an answer.
No, you didn't. And you're trying to go around the simple fact that there was only one conversation. You're trying to put things on Mr.
Right.
Theis.
So to be clear,
with a remarkable staffer, that's there for the right reasons.
to be clear, you say the PMO had nothing to do with giving this money over. On May 5th, Rick Theis, top advisor to Trudeau, talks to the We organization, and on May 5th, without even a contract being signed, the We organization starts spending a $500 million government
Mr.
grant.
Poilievre,
Big coincidence, right?
Oh my god. guy is fucking amazing. I love this guy. He's the best ever.
Selected. Home. Vertical scroll bar. Selected. Gold. Cast.
Oh man. Oh well, what a coinky ding. And I love the guy. The guy goes, "Don't you think that's a coincidence?" The guy's like, "No." It's like, "No, you're right. It's not a coincidence. You dumb shit."
Heading. Braille screen. Space.
No, I'm just trying to find Ford's announcement
44 minutes. Refine. 42 minutes.
because
2 minutes. 12 seconds. Premier Ford announces shutdown of non-essential services. City News Toronto middle dot 36K views middle dot 1 year ago.
nope,
38 minutes.
that's the
34
wrong
seconds,
one.
9 minutes. 34 seconds. Ford announces province-wide shutdown. This is a new pandemic. We are now fighting a new enemy. CTV News middle dot take a views middle dot 21 hours ago. Actions available. 34 seconds. Ford announces province-wide shutdown. This is a new pandemic. We are now fighting a new enemy.
Oh God.
Action. Go to channel.
Here's a 34-second clip
The Coffee Street. Vertical
entitled
vaccination featured.
"This is a new."
CTV News. Vaccine featured.
Where is it?
About channels, community, featured vertical, Ontario, prioritize human lives over the Ontario to enter. Ford announces province-wide shutdown.
There it
This
is.
a new pandemic. Action, activate, action menu. Download.
Ford announces new province-wide shutdown.
Save.
This is a new pandemic.
Share.
We are fighting a new enemy.
WhatsApp, Twitter, copy link, button.
And this is what's going to be the end of the show, guys, after this video.
One new item. Love, pre-composed new message. Capital L. Capital, space, delete. Vertical scroll bar, U, attack, U, start, N2L. Start a message, compose new message. Text field.
Okay.
Insertion point at start. Paste. Menu. HTTPS. Send. Button. Message sent. Best bot. YouTube. 95 new items.
So this is our Intrepid premiere.
Flow. Play. The Coffee Stream app. The Coffee Stream.
And we're going to take a quick listen. It's a 34-second clip, so it's not too long. So, okay, he starts out by saying this is a new pandemic, and we're just going to start here. And let's see.
Collapse video. On cast. 12:55 p.m. Selected Lloyd. What's up at Party there? Custom emojis. 12:55 p.m. Streamlabs. Super cool. 12:53 p.m. Fury Kitten. Oh, what a cool Keating. What a legend.
Okay. All right, so this is a new pandemic, Premier Ford says. This is a new pandemic, and we are fighting a new enemy.
We're now fighting a new enemy. The new variants are far more dangerous than before. They spread faster, and they do more harm than the virus we were fighting last year.
It's almost as if viruses mutate. No, this is the first virus to ever mutate on the face of the earth. It's okay.
Younger people are ending up in the hospital. And with these new variants, the risk of ICU admissions is 2 times higher. The risk of death is 1.5 times higher.
That's it? 1.5 times higher? But listen to how he sounds. He sounds like he's talking to a bunch of
12:55 p.m.
children.
Selected Lloyd. Right. Custom emoji. 12:55 p.m. Selected Lloyd. What's up at Party there? Custom
It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating to have people, to have our governments just basically making it up as they go along and acting as though this is Ebola or smallpox or polio or, you know, any of the things that are much more dangerous and much more contagious than this is. And it's like they're causing more problems than this would have been. Meet the new boss, same as the old bot, right? 1.5 times higher. It's almost like it's unbelievable. Yeah. Right, the selected boy. Right, yeah. It's insane. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of governments wanting to put us into economic and mental health crises. Well, I believe it after all the politicians said it. Yeah, right? Exactly, Fury Kitten. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Well, my friends, it is 1 o'clock and I am hungry. So I'm going to end. And I hope you guys had a good time. And I hope you guys have a good Friday and a good Dead Dude on a Stick festival weekend. Thank you to Fury Kitten for that awesome description of Easter. And be sure to tune in for the Star Trek stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing our favorite plots, themes, and story arcs. And also be sure to check out the link tree in the description of the stream. All the links to support the content are there. You can get your own My Eyes mug under the mugs link there. And hopefully I will see you guys soon. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for Star Trek. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!